Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. Today we are going to do an oracle reading. Now, Jo went out and bought some more oracle cards. Oh, she got them delivered to her anyway. This is the Spiritual Wisdom Oracle. I did get a second one, but that is specifically for a different time of year. Because it was on sale, so why not? Anyway, first of all, welcome. If you are new here, my name is Jo. If you are a returning viewer, hey, welcome back. Please subscribe. If you are a subscriber, much love to you. We will take, I think we'll take a couple of these, and then we'll hit the Law of Attraction Tarot. Now these are, well, Spiritual Wisdom Oracle, and they do have star signs and zodiac signs, things like that in here. You don't have to be your star sign for it to resonate. It's just the energy that entails. So let's crack on, shall we? Let's take two of these. So the first one out is Solar Plexus. Trust in your inner fire and harness the energy of self-belief and determination. It will guide you through life's challenges with resilience. Take another one. Ooh, that one wants to come over. Scorpio. Your ability to feel human emotion allows you to connect with others on a profound level, but try to find moments of stillness and introspection for yourself. Okay, like I say, you don't have to be a Scorpio in order for this to resonate, or, you know, for it to be for you specifically. It's just the energy that Scorpio embodies. Can I just apologise while I think about it? The lack of light. My ring light has broken. Well, the what's the word? The wiring's dodgy on the oh, that one's come out on the switch, and it's electricity. Do you know what I mean? I'll just purchase a new one, but it's only happened today. I've done a few days filming today. I just got to order one. I'll just get it off Amazon, like everyone else. Right, let's crack on. So the first card out is what is he? He is the Emperor. Completely couldn't think what the word was then. Mind blank. Now he's holding a watch, so this is all about timing. But the Emperor is about making power moves. Okay, he's the King of Kings. He's been through it. He's the warrior. There's something about timing here. Let's see, shall we? You've got the Five of Swords. Maybe there's been a little bit of a downturn in some area of your life. Maybe you've not been taking time to look in on yourself. Have you checked in on yourself lately? How are you doing? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe there's something about the solar plexus you need to look at. Self-belief and determination. So maybe there's something here about sort of taking that time to look at yourself. This is not the first time the message has come out today. The six, the Lovers. Okay, so this could be about balancing the masculine and the feminine. Maybe you've been in your masculine a little bit too hard, been masculine a little bit too long. You know, maybe you need to just chill out and be a bit more in your feminine energy, rather than making the power moves forward and being the boss. And I say that in a, you know, not in a boss bitch way, but just, you know, having to be in control. You know, maybe it's time to sit back and allow. I can hear something. What is that? There's a weird noise. It's almost like a butterfly, but I can't see it. Sort of tapping. Sorry. Let's carry on, shall we, with what I was saying. Yeah, so maybe it's been a little bit more about being in your feminine, sort of sitting back and, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Receiving mode a little bit more. You know, and not having to move yourself forward in such a brash way. You've got the Six of Pentacles. Now, this Six of Pentacles is a very anxious kind of energy. It's a very odd card, I get that. Now, it's about, you know, like the fire's catching up with you. Okay, so there could be something about inner fire here, your inner spark. Like I say, it's almost like you need to find time to look after yourself. But I also look at it as like having your feet held to the fire. Maybe it's about time to be a little bit honest with yourself about how much you give out and how much you take back. You know, what you receive versus what you give out to the world. What have you been overcompensating on? You've got the 10 of Cups. Okay, so this is that sort of happy ever after. It's about, you know, maybe you've got the nice home and, you know, you're making your way towards this, but you kind of need to sit and chill, even be naked for a little while if you have to be. You got the Star card. Okay, so it's about, again, a guiding light, maybe making wishes coming true, but it's definitely about healing. Okay, so in order to come out of this funk, there needs to be a little bit of a healing session going on, but I think that is just about you taking care of yourself, you know, pouring some love into yourself, receiving love, you know, not blocking any blessings that want to come in, especially if it is love, if that is how you saw that card. This card didn't want to go back in. So you got the 9 of Pentacles. It's all about reaching top of the ladder. As you can see, it is about finances. It's a pentacle. It's about finances. Well, it's a coin. But in this sense, I think it's just you kind of feeling like, yes, I've made it, you know. And that's fine. Yes, you have made it. You've been put a lot of time into your finances and not enough into physical healing. Or, you know, maybe you've been indulging a little bit too much in what's not good for you. I'll just say that as I put it down. And trust me, as an ex-smoker, I'm not judging, but there seems to be some time needed to work on yourself. You know, even just looking at this card, like, he needs a shave. I don't know if you can see it, but, like, you know, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with a bit of stubble or beard if that's your thing. I'm just saying it in the sense of the energy of a little bit of self-care, whatever that means to you, because I think you've been put an awful lot of work in on finances or your career, or, you know, the way that other people see you. But it's that time to just take a little bit of care for yourself, that time and care for yourself. I will find out the solar plexus in a moment. We'll have a little bit deeper look at the solar plexus. So you got the Ace of Swords. Okay, so that's about taking this, being a bit more adventurous. It's obviously what would be classed as an extreme sport. And taking that sort of, I want to say, it's not really a leap of faith. He's going for it. You know, he's on his snowboard and he's just, I mean, in all fairness, it's not a very high peak. There is obviously a much higher one, but kind of coming out of your comfort zone, but not being too dangerous might be a good way of explaining that card. But yeah, it's time to start looking after yourself, maybe getting out and doing some fun things. Like I said, it doesn't have to be like life-threatening, you know, extreme sports. I'm not saying, you know, jump out of a plane without a parachute on, but maybe getting out and doing some things for yourself, you know. If, you know, when it comes to taking care of yourself, like, it can be physical, it can be, you know, what you're putting into your body, you know, how you're perceived into the world, but also getting out of your comfort zone and doing something fun and exciting. You know, you've spent so much time on your finances and on your career and climbing that ladder. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I have to pick up the phone when it rings. Yeah, it's about getting outside of your comfort zone. It's about taking that step towards being more whole in a holistic sense. Let's have a little look at the solar plexus. So that is obviously about your ego, identity, personal power and ambition. Now I have a little booklet here. That is my little cheat sheet, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't remember everything. Where am I here? Solar plexus. Imbalances. If your third chakra is out of balance, you can suffer from low self-esteem. Let me put it there so we can see it. Having difficulty making decisions and having anger issues or control issues. The digestive fire called Agni, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, is also present in third chakra. Weak digestion may indicate a blockage. Okay, so Let's bring this up so we can read it. So maybe, you know, wearing some yellow might help. Oop, oop, oop. Honestly, since I've done that update, it has been awful. Enjoy sitting around a bonfire with friends, soak up the sunlight, get out and enjoy the summer while it's here if you're in the northern hemisphere. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, any kind of sunshine, just get out in it. You could maybe eat some yellow fruits, bananas, yellow peppers, lentils, corn, turmeric, ginger. And an affirmation would be, can you see that? Sorry, it's the light. I know, I'm sorry. I accept myself and I am positively empowered. I do enough and am enough. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Maybe that's something we need to work on. Like I say, more holistic, getting out and doing something. Get out in the sun. Yeah, I know that's a snowy card. I understand that. But, yeah, getting out and following. I mean, it says here to trust your inner fire and harness the energy of self-belief. You know, like I said, get out and do something outside of your comfort zone. You've obviously got sort of your determination to reach that pinnacle is clearly in you. You're just in a little bit of a funk, and you just need to just take a little bit of a step back and find moments of stillness and introspection and find out where it is that you need to pour some energy into. Let's just take a couple more of these and then we'll call it quits. You've got the Five of Pentacles there. There could be emotion here. Maybe getting out and doing something outside of your comfort zone you might meet someone. It doesn't have to be a romantic love. It could be friendship or getting out and doing things with friends or, you know, family. Spending time just with loved ones. But the arrow of Cupid's bow may well be heading your way. It could just be something. When I say get out your comfort zone, you go do something like exciting and new with friends or something. Just the bug bites and that's it. It's it's a new hobby. Do you know what I mean? It could just be something like that. And then you got the Sun card. Yes, it's the happiest card in the deck. It's the yes card. It's, you know, warming, guiding, fulfilling. The dolphins would suggest playfulness and fun. So I think there's definitely an element of getting out and having fun. Looking after yourself in every way possible. Physical, you know, financially, healing. Finding time for yourself, not just pouring it into work. And there's the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is about taking that leap and trusting that the universe is going to catch you. I understand it's a long way down. I mean, like I say, that's not the highest peak, but bless him. I'll tell you what, he's done more than I've done today. Yeah, it's about kind of taking that leap of faith and trusting people. There could be, like I say, it doesn't have to be romantic, but getting out with friends, you know, and trusting that you know, maybe you've got some friends that you go trampolining with or something. It doesn't have to be fucking, you know, snowboarding or anything too extreme, but just getting out and doing something that you don't normally do and trusting that, you know, you're not going to fall flat on your face and, you know, be a complete embarrassment. It could actually lead to something quite a lot more fulfilling. I'm going to leave it there. Say thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.